All right, guys, season 7 coming at you straight from the whitetail woods. We're chasing big whitetail here in Oklahoma, and we are excited. On this hunt, we're going to be on a property that I actually lost. I didn't have it for late spring, early summer, so I couldn't do my feeding program and run my trail cameras and watch them grow in velvet. I've got to hustle. I've got to get in there, get the work done, got to get the one and done going, get our buck seduction out, our heaven scent, all the attractants, all the things that we use, but I got to pour it on double time and double thick because I've got 2 weeks to find me a buck.
We're out setting up feeders and refilling feeders, fixing stands, getting ready for season. Got to put in the work, make it worthwhile.
So everything's out. I get to go a few days before season, and I've got 3 absolute giants. I got Hoss, the big buck that you guys see me miss, that I've been hunting for 3 years. I've got an 8-point that has exploded and put on 20 inches. And then I've got a big 10 that I know very well. He was a 16 the year before, and this deer has put on 20 plus inches. So I'm excited to get in the stand. Got a new stand location that I'm gonna try, and hopefully I can get it done.
All right, well, I'm trying to put a game plan together for tomorrow. It's not often that you get the right wind for opening day to hunt your #1 buck, and we're gonna have a northeast wind. So I'm sitting here looking at the map, trying to figure out which stand to hunt. I got a stand on the one and done feeder, and then I got one off of it close to the bed. Right here is the tree I was in, and this is my old feeder pen when I missed Hoss. And that's who I'm going in after tomorrow is Hoss. So now that I've got a stand here and a feeder just off this 2-track where they come in from this great big bedding area right here. But I put a stand right here that I've never hunted in these woods because it's so close to this bedding, and it's going to be right in here. So I don't know. I'm gonna get in there tomorrow afternoon. I can't hunt it in the morning and assess the wind, but I'm really thinking right in here is going to be a good option catching these deer coming to this feeder. Nothing like bow problems the evening before season. Something has completely changed on my bow. I don't know if it's a sight issue, a bow issue, but tomorrow's opening day, and I've been shooting great. And tonight I'm all over the place, and I mean all over the place. What is that noise? That's better. Let me go pull those. All right, guys, October 1st, opening day here in Oklahoma. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon, and I'm headed into one of my leases. This is where I've hunted Hoss the last couple of years, and he's back. I actually lost the lease, got it back, so I didn't get to do no feeding in here, but I'm going to hunt what I call my oak set. So lots of acorns falling right now, so we're excited. It's opening day, and we're getting to hunt. So I'm driving down here to drop some of my stuff off so I don't have to walk in so far with all of it with an 80-pound pack and bow, and then I'm gonna go back up and get dressed and get out here, get set up, and hopefully good things happen. All right, guys, I'm fixing to spray down. This is a new product we're using called No Scent. It is it's awesome stuff. I witnessed them do the shoes test on a kid that had jungle rot on his feet, and it worked. So we're gonna get sprayed down and get quiet. This is my opening day first set. Took me about an hour to get set up, and I've never hunted in these woods before. I've always left them alone because I'm real tight to the bed, and I mean, I'm literally like 80 to 100 yards from where they bed, but Took me an hour to get everything set up, so I was extremely quiet. That's why I'm whispering now. So anyways, I'm gonna get sprayed down and ready.
So I'm self-filming on this hunt, and as you guys know, it takes a while to set up. You guys that film, it takes me about an hour to get set up and kind of cool down. I respray down with the no scent, and it's not long before I see movement up in the bedding area, and I can see antlers. So I throw my binoculars up and I'm watching him, and I identify him as the 10 point. I knew it was one of the big bucks. He's at like 150 yards feeding in the oaks on acorns. He starts coming my way. Before I know it, he's at 80 yards, 60 yards. He gets to 30 yards and just locks up. Well, whatever it was, it had him alert, locked him up for a few minutes, but he kept coming anyway. Well, I watched him slowly work his way in. Although alert, he gets to about 12 yards, and I let him have it.
Just smoke him. I just smoked the Big 10. This deer was a 16 point last year. He's narrow, but he's real tall. I mean, he come in perfect to 15 yards. I said I wasn't gonna hunt one deer this year, that I was shooting the first mature deer that came in. I didn't hear him or see him fall. Last I saw him, he was about 70, 80 yards, but he was moving slow, so I'm gonna rewatch the footage, folks. Whew, thank you, Lord. Please let me find him.
Well, there's this big misconception that us in the outdoor industry have all these big tracts of land and private ranches to hunt. Although I've been blessed to go to a few of those places, 90% of my hunts are on properties that I lease, very small properties. You know, when that deer got alert, come to find out, it was my landowner.
I'm for sure glad I shot that deer now, because this is what I got to deal with. It's 6:26. You can hear him in the background. I pay a lot of money for this property, and this is what I get during hunting season. I'm driving around in the morning and evening. Blows my mind. I didn't even hear him come in. It's like he's been in here all this time. He just started his truck up by my feeder pen. All right, guys, Mason and Chris and May drove up. We got to get this deer and get out of here. There's deer moving. Chris is filming the recovery. This deer, I heard him crash, but he went into some thick stuff. I've already blood trailed him about halfway, and I just backed out because I wanted to wait on them. I'm not going to carry my Obsession in there because it's just so gnarly. I don't want to mess anything up on it. So hopefully we find him, we'll recover him, and then we'll drag him out. I mean, that's a part of his lung that he coughed up. Oh God, he's still. See, he's not wide, but he's really tall. He's beautiful. This is the 16 point from last year. Oh, and he was only like 12 inches wide. All right, well, the good Lord blessed me on opening day. It's been a while since I filled the tag on opening day. And this deer come in about 5:30. I could see him eating in the oaks. And I actually set up my stand in a spot I've never hunted. I've always been scared to hunt it because I knew it was in their bedroom. And I told the good Lord, if you put a mature buck in front of me tonight, I'm gonna take him. And he did just that. He come all the way in from 85 yards where I first saw him to 13 yards is where I shot him, and I double lunged him. Obsession. Oh, Ivanka got to eat. This is her first kill, so the Obsession bow did its job. Just want to thank all of our sponsors, and thank May, Mason, and Chris for coming out and helping me recover him and dragging.
This deer went about 200 yards, so I'm just super blessed and happy to have filled a tag on a nice 4-year-old buck.